What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Friday extravaganza. We've got some good charts to look at. We've had a hella spicy week. Congrats to everyone who's made it this far. You've made it through the worst for sure. What is the future? What is going to happen at the end of the year into next year? Nobody really knows. But what I can say for sure is that this little pump-a-roon has been a welcomed change of energy. Hope you're all feeling good. Hopefully not caught too short. Things were very bearish sentiment-wise earlier in the year. Probably still will be sentiment-wise bearish no matter really what happens this year. But I love that we have so many people tuning into us. So many people here. Joining the fam day after day. I love it, guys. Thanks for being here. Smash the likes and subscribes. Jump in Discord. This Discord has been wild. You guys are blowing me away. Hundreds of experienced traders. Talking 24/7. It's good stuff. Sign up with FEMX. Link in the video description below. Let's get into it. So, basically today I want to talk about Bitcoin. Its chart. We're going to look for some trades. Going over last stream's trades, we absolutely slaughtered it. Our long played, our short played, and we pretty much longed that local top. Nice. Bitcoin has fallen a little farther, though, down at 33.8, and things are looking a little sketchy. That's all right. Things are looking a little sketchy, though. Only in the short term, at least for right now. If we recall what we've been talking about this week, basically after this pump, anything above 28.5, I'm pretty happy with. I remain very bullish above 28.5. That's the 200 weekly moving average we've talked about a ton. We're going to go more in depth into the charts. We're going to look at everything. I have a little announcement for you guys, little one, that I'm going to get to. But we're going to look at your favorite charts, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, everything, and many more. INJ is making some moves. But there's something I want to talk about before I get into this, although we'll see if I have time. Bitcoin's looking spicy. We did go live, so that should pause price action for a while if history rhymes. But I wanted to answer a question today of, is it time to buy altcoins? Maybe I should have made that the clickbait title and thumbnail. And I have a rational, technical answer for you. That answer is going to come from Bitcoin dominance. Actually, I messed up somehow. I don't have the watermarks on the chart. That's very important so you know what I'm looking at. Bitcoin dominance has our answer. So I do want to preface this with, there is no such thing as a guarantee in trading, period. Under any circumstance, there's no guarantee. But I do have what I believe to be the most rational, logical, and hopefully successful answer. Turning our attention to Bitcoin dominance, if you're a Bitcoin Cohen fan, if you're a Benjamin Cohen fan, you probably have heard enough about dominance. But he's not the only one that's been looking at it. We've been following dominance for years on this channel as well, and something very interesting is happening right now that is potentially answering the question, or at least giving us the first kind of heads up for what to be looking for. So as you guys know, we fell in Bitcoin dominance into the bull run in 21, and dominance remained around 40% to 48% for 2 years, which is very odd considering that doesn't really match up with the last cycle. If we look to the last cycle, we do have something a little spicy that's going to come into our calculation, and that's dominance never reached the low of the last bull market, which is very odd. I fully expected dominance to move lower. Logically, Bitcoin dominance should be a perpetually bearish chart, right? At one point, Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency and thus 100% of the crypto market cap. And as soon as we had other currencies outside of Bitcoin, 100% dominance is no longer a real number that can be achieved. Just not possible. Even if another coin, there's only one more coin that exists and it's 1 penny, that still cannot be 100%. It's just 99,999. Anyway, interesting that it never hit a lower low in this cycle. I'm not sure, as we don't really have history to compare that to what that means, but it's an interesting point, especially with all the hype in this cycle, all the new coins, the majority of new investors not picking up any Bitcoin at all. It kind of goes against logic. The birth and growth of stable coins, we saw that pretty much through 2020, I would say, into this year, still not able to push dominance lower. That's kind of a side note. So going back to the question of, is it a good time to buy altcoins? I'm going to say this again because I know people are tuning in every moment and they'll miss it. There is no guarantee. This is my most logical, most technically sound argument. So let's look at this chart. Bitcoin dominance reached to a new high. It broke the 2-year range, and now it is still kind of mooning, isn't it? That's pretty nice. At 54%. 54%. For a very incredibly long time, we have been waiting for exactly this zone. Using our retracement tool, we just basically take the 0.5, the 618, our favorite retracements, and throw them on the chart. What I really like about it is our 618, or our golden retracement level, is sitting right there at what is clearly the previous support before dominance fell into the bull market. And if we continue to pull it back, we can see that this is a pretty important level. Even in 2017, we found resistance and support there, resistance again in 18, support in 19, support in 20, and then we fell. That confluence is confidence building for me that this is an important level. So when to buy, right? Well, as weird as this might sound to some of you, when dominance is low, that generally means that coins are valued very highly against Bitcoin. Their values disproportionately grew versus Bitcoin's growth, and that's what we saw all through the bull market. However, right now, as altcoins are making some progress, we see a different story through dominance. Dominance is telling us that altcoins are being pushed down against Bitcoin or against their Bitcoin pairs, which means potentially they're reaching much greater value zones. Now, we were looking for this 53 to kind of 57, maybe. I think 60 is a nice round number up here to use. And as we approach this, yeah, this is a really old circle. As we approach this, altcoins become more and more discounted. This does suggest that their entries are becoming more and more favorable. Now, there's something I do want to point out as well is, even if coins lose in their Bitcoin pair, they may still be going up in dollars. They may be a higher price value, like something like Solana, though I have a feeling Solana has gained against Bitcoin this year. It doesn't necessarily impact their dollar value. It just impacts their growth against Bitcoin. And so the higher we push into this zone, the more discounted those coins become. And honestly, waiting for 60%, it may not ever come. But if it does, 60%, dominance is likely a fire sale for alts. Since we're in this zone now, I want to say right now, maybe not the best day ever possible, right? You may find better deals, but we are now into the dominance retracement zone that we've been looking for years. And that is saying that altcoins are becoming more discounted. Now it can keep continuing, like I said, and the closer it gets to 60, likely the more discounted they are. So definitely not saying it's the time to go all in. I would never say anything like that. However, it might be the time to start making a plan for DCA or some kind of entry into whatever it is you want to invest in. And the higher it goes, the better it is. So it might be a smart move to create a plan that is a layered strategy where you're looking to enter slowly over time if different prices are achieved, etc. That's up to you. I'm not going to make that plan for you. And so the answer is yes, but cautiously is the answer in my opinion. My announcement does have something to do with that. Not actually unrelated, but close. My final thought here for dominance that I have for you, a little piece of alpha, is going back to what I said about the lows. We've never gone back to the 2018 dominance lows, which is very unintuitive to everyone. That could, not going to put money on it, but it could suggest that dominance might do something we aren't expecting. If we invert this chart, maybe it will look a little more clear. I'm gonna like get rid of everything so you can see it clearer. The inverted dominance chart looks really familiar, doesn't it? This kind of reminds me of Ethereum. Actually, it really reminds me of Ethereum, doesn't it? With the high, lower high in 2017, your little wick consolidation and move up. And then this looks like FBTC with the rising highs, the low, and then the falling lows. This chart, because of the failed higher high, does have a realistic technical argument that dominance may reach higher than we expect. 73% maybe. If 60% is taken, like 73% maybe is that upside we'd be looking for. If this happens, and I'm not really confident in it, even though you guys know Bitcoin is my jam, it's my number one, I'm not sure it will ever reach back to those levels. I would certainly welcome being wrong. But based on a higher low, it's something we should think of. If we didn't have this higher low in this cycle, I wouldn't be looking for that. I would say, yeah, dominance isn't going to go past its previous high. But it's on the table. It's something to keep in that calculation. My advice, not financial advice, but my success advice for you is be patient. Make your entries slowly. Do not all in, all out anything really in any circumstance, with very few exception. And alts are in sale territory, moving into deeper sales, at least what we're seeing right now. So there is your long-winded answer. Here we go. Here we go. I knew Bitcoin would do something if I started talking about dominance and didn't pay attention. Looks like we're getting a little dumparoo. I did want to turn to the chat and talk to you guys. Actually, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go back to Bitcoin so we can see kind of what might be happening in this live stream. And then we'll go into kind of the spicy other stuff, the other charts, and the other news, I suppose. So let me see who's here. I see Andrewska. You're here all the time. I love it, bro. Aztec Warlord. I don't think I recognize that name. Welcome, brother. What's up, B Cashy, my guy? Big Don 25, Brendan, Crypto 420, Blaze it. Crypto King, Crypto Friend. Ooh, that's a new one. What's up, Crypto Friend? Does it matter to you? How you doing, friend? Hope your house is doing all right. I know they said that last time, too. Donato Cabrera, Dr. Crypto Foxy, my bestie. What's up, Ed? Good to see you. Gene. Henry Worth, I need my COD. John Foster. Justin Irwin, Crypto Chris with K's. Lee Kolafi, I bet you're talking about Jesus today. I bet. What's up, Sumanth? Moggy Games. Shout out to Moggy, the creator of this thumbnail today. She's such a... What do we call girl chads? We need a name for girl chads. Let's just call her Chad. What's up, Mr. J, Nick M, One with Nature, Philly Skills, Ping, Preparing for War, Randy Greer, Road Trip Buddies, S. Ahmad, Noor Fakhrizada. Sorry if I butchered that. What's up, Simple, Scotty Swing, Sergio, Shring Tech, Woody, the whole fam's here. Angela, the beautiful Angela. How you doing? Brett Croft of Castles. Crypto Red Bot, Coins Chick. I saw 2 red ducks earlier. I don't know if you're still here, bro. Good to see you after so long. Curious what you guys are feeling. I do have the poll up. Are you bullish, crabbish, or bearish? Just kind of a silly poll for engagement. Great time to remind you. I promise I won't push it more. Engaging with the live stream shows YouTube you're enjoying it. Meaning commenting, chatting, voting in polls, liking, subscribing, sharing, etc. And the more we get of that, the more YouTube pushes this out to new viewers. It's the reason we continue to grow. It's not placebo. It actually does something. So shout out to everyone putting in that work for the channel. I appreciate you. Ooh, know what we're going to do after the TA? We're going to look at the live trades that I have open and the adjustments since last trade or last stream. What's up, Distro? Stacy? A Stacy? All right. Zoom out and smile. The battle begins. Oh, yeah. Finally get to watch? Hell yeah, road trip. Love it. We got 2 Stacys? 2 people think Chad is equal to Stacy. I don't know. Maybe. A girl Chad is a Mary Sue. All right. What's up, Queen's Chick? How you doing, darling? How you doing? What are you and Hannah up to? I have no idea, but I've been enjoying kind of watching it. What's up, Nick M? S-Dog. Training by Aldrich. What up? In Tune. What's good? Regio. Kupol. Howdy from Estonia. Can't wait to return to Estonia next year. I think in May again. If you're in Estonia next year, let's go. Let's get real drunk, jump in the Baltic Ocean, and then get into a sauna in the traditional Estonian way. What's up, Garrett? Little Krabby. What's up, Likai? Mattis. Always enjoying my streams. Thank you, sir. I enjoy being here, and I enjoy you guys. What's up, Sterling Lee, Jesse? Have I looked at TRB? We've looked at TRB the last 2 streams. You probably look at it again. What's up, 10 pence? Thomas Elhart, great name, handsome name. Love it. What's up, Cato? Matthew The Barnes. 360 Baboon. That's an interesting name. When on Rumble? Is Rumble a video platform or is it just like Twitter? I will sign up for any social media platform that will like port my things over. Like if Rumble will port my tweets over, obviously I'll join it. But it's really difficult to try to continuously add new platforms and like individually make content on each of them. It just becomes too much. Let me know. Your friend just moved to Estonia. I love Estonia. I would move to Estonia. Really. What's up, Pwned Boots? Yo. Devil, going down. Big fall. You hate hype. Where are we going? Where are we going, Devil? Tell me your predictions. Call it at 15K. It pays to always be bullish. It does. First time you've caught me live, Jesse Theodore. Huh. We are live a little bit earlier. We haven't been going live at 1 because there's so much competition at 1. But I said, I don't care. I'm done. I'm done like streaming around people. I'm just going to go live probably at 1 o'clock from now on. Can we check Sol? We will. Absolutely. V for Vendetta. Animal. Rumble is kind of cringe. Okay. What's up, Momo Nico? You're down at negative 12,000. I will, maybe this will comfort you, my friend. Maybe not. But when I started trading, I was down, I think, over 85% when I started trading in like the first 6 months. Once I realized it was 85% and I saw it graphed out, I was like, I need to stop trading right now. And I cannot trade again until I figure out what I'm doing. Because when I started trading, I was really just kind of like emotionally doing things like, ooh, that's going up, that's going down. Like, I wasn't doing any analysis. I wasn't putting any like real thought into it. I was just putting my emotions into it. And I just lost over and over and over and over again. It's a really common story. You're not alone. My non-financial advice would be stop trading, figure out what you're doing, identify what you're doing, and then identify what you're doing wrong. Helps to write it all out so you can see it visually. Rune USD. I'll look at Rune. I noticed Rune was kind of the top gainer. Maybe it was last night. We'll pull up Rune, but we're not going to look at it yet. We're going to do a few other things. What's up, Sergio? You were hurting in 17? Dude, I know. Dude, Sergio. It's funny. It's funny because we experienced this in real time, and now new people are going through the same experience. And it's just like, oh, wow. At least glad to know I'm not an idiot. Like, glad to know it wasn't just me. It's everybody. Sauna is good. Yeah, they love their saunas. Fake bears. Jay Bella, where are the fake bears at? Can Bitcoin drop more from here? Of course it can. One of the few good ones, thank you. One of the real ones. That is, I am a real one, I will say. Big Don, is it, are we buffering? Are we buffering? Ooh, I have this stream playing. Oh, that could be why if we were. Hopefully not. All right. Notes. Trading journal. Hell yeah. I have a video on trading journals. You should. And it has like a sample trading journal you can use. Bathwater Basin, my guy. How are you? Joshua. There's a full moon coming in like a day or two, right? Full moons aren't usually. Yeah, I don't go by this. But like full moons, not usually bullish events. We'll see. What title you got for us today? I don't know, man. Title? Just a bunch of clickbait shit. All right, so I will return to the chat. However, I got to do some real stuff. I got to offer you some real value. Actually, that dominant stuff was some serious value. If you missed it, you can check it out after the live. DVR is enabled. I'll timestamp at least that. I'm not sure if Pickle is. Oh, there he is. Just had like one frame drop. All right. I closed. I had like the streaming on a tab muted. I didn't realize it. Let me really quick see if there's anything else I can close. Nope, running pretty clear. Worst case, I'll turn the music off. Pickle, text me if I start dropping again. I'll just turn the streaming music off. That'll probably do it. All right, let's get into the Bitcoin really quick because I want to get a trade up. We've had a lot of successful live stream trades in a row. However, I am not always right. Please do not just blindly copy my trades. It's not a good thing to do. Just take any value you can from whatever it is I show you and incorporate it into your own analysis. That's all I can hope for. All right. Daily does look a little bit retracey. It does. That's okay though. We had a huge move up. A little retracey. That's all right. It's almost to be expected. Looking from October 18th, the little swing high and then back test of the 200 week. Let me put that on. Swing high, back test of the 200 week. So our local swing low, moving that up to the swing high. Our golden retracement, our 618, our bread and butter, sitting right here at 30.4, 30.5K, that would be a fine retracement. That'd be fine. Yeah, that would be great. Not saying it has to go there right now, but we had resistance, a low, higher high, support at that low. We dicked around at the 200 week, continuously setting higher lows. We back tested it and rocketed up. Coming back here, no problem. If 30.4 comes, I might look to take a trade there, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I'm going to zoom it down. We're going to go from the day inward this time. 12 hour looking a little retracey. But when I say a little retracey, these time frames are showing... let me rephrase. Markets move in both directions at all times. They're always moving up and down. We had a really large move up. To see a move down now, to retrace some of those gains, is completely normal. In fact, I would say... maybe the closest thing to guaranteed we ever have in trading is what goes up comes down, what goes down comes up. But I'm seeing that here, kind of adding this to the daily momentum coming back down, money flow reaching a little bit there, VWAP coming down. That lines up pretty well with the day looking a little retracey. I'm gonna look at kind of a random time frame here. We don't usually we do the 10 hour randomly a lot. Let's go to like the 8 hour. Let's see what the 8 hours got for us. It's good to just mix up what you look at, get a different perspective. 8 hour lining up with that stuff. I mean, this is still strong. Like I say, you're looking for a retracement, but the day, the 12, the 8, these look strong. This money flow is still good, but it's kind of coming back down to reach that equilibrium. VWAP still moving down. I don't like that. That's okay. You have not broken your lows on money flow, so you're not rolling over yet. You're just looking for a pullback. I don't hate what I'm seeing there, but it is lining up with a little pullback. You know, that even lines up because we got the full moon this weekend. And I'm not a full moon junkie. I'm not an astrologist or whatever, but we do tend to see pullbacks closer to the full moon, and we do tend to see kind of swing highs closer to the new moon. It just is what it is. I don't know. Same thing on the 6 hour. We're zoomed in more. Really the same story as all those things. We see money flow starting to stagnate a little bit here. VWAP on the negative side, momentum coming down. Go to the 4. Damn, 4 hour. You son of a bitch. VWAP. Is that a lower low here? No, not quite yet. But dang, that's close. The 4 hour was holding really strong. I thought we were going to get a catch. We did not. Something definitely of note here. 33,000 is the 24th. So we hit 35K. We came back down to 33. That's actually not a big move. It's not even 10%. It's like 6% move. But what we are seeing, as long as price stays above 33K, is we are seeing bullish divergence being formed here. You don't have to use RSI. You can use any oscillator. But we see that our lows on RSI are coming down lower than it was even on this pullback or in this range. And that is building bullish divergence as long as price stays above 33K. So we're at 33.7. That's not a huge, it's not a huge buffer. But above here, we're building local bullish divergence, and I would be looking for a test again of our high here, like 34.8 before retracement, if it holds. If it holds. I would like to see this 4 hour settle up strong. Let's see how long we have. We have 2.5 hours. That's plenty of time. What we see on MACD right here is the retracement from the high that I was talking about. You can see building, buying momentum, waning, buying momentum, increasing, selling momentum. And then we had 2 candles of waning, selling momentum. So preferably, we would see this roll back over. However, this candle right now, which is in flux, it's not decided yet. We have over half the candle left. It's too early to count. But without a pump kind of back into our price range, which may happen, just not yet, we're seeing momentum begin to accelerate again to the downside. If we have a stronger close, if this settles up higher in the next 2.5 hours, this will move back up, and we will again have waning selling momentum. And that's what you're looking for if you want a retest of our range high here. That's what you want. Great. Let me look at this too. Really similar to everything else. However, unlike the 12 that I pointed out, you look at your lows right around here, and you can see that the 2 hour did break the low and even put in a lower high, and momentum and VWAP are moving down. So the 2 hour, in my definition, is rolling over. It is looking to go from positive money flow or money entering the market on this time frame, to exiting, to leaving, like we saw back here in this red money flow. That lines up pretty much with everything we've seen. Now, I'm getting down to the hour, and we're going to get through these faster because I won't do as much explaining. And now that we're down at the hourly, what we're going to be looking for is really just signs of reversal, because if we kind of stack backwards what we just talked about on these higher time frames, we're looking for it to roll over. We're looking for a retracement. But if lower time frames can come in strong, that can affect the 4 hour that we looked at, which may then play out into these longer time frames, and maybe something will kind of hint at us that we're not looking for that bigger retracement. Let me see. Hourly looks like crap though. Not good. That is to be expected. This sell-off while we were live, it was pretty violent. So to see the hourly crappy is not a huge deal. Again, not even halfway through that candle. So we've got time for that to change. 90-minute. Yikes. 90-minute rolling over right here. You can see it in real time. You can see it in real time right here. VWAP and momentum still down. Damn. Not what I wanted. Not the end of the world, but you can see here money flow just hit red. Money exiting the market on the 90-minute time frame. Momentum on the 90-minute. Back into accelerating selling momentum. In fact, the 90-minute was not fooled at all. Not fooled at all. Momentum. It's just been negative since right here. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to look at some weird time frames. 45-minute reflecting the hourly. Like I said, hourly looks bad. 45-minute is pretty clearly downtrending right now. Pretty clearly. We got the rolling over signal. We rolled over, and now money flow is looking to find a bottom, it seems. Giggity. Aren't we all just looking for a bottom, a booty? All right. The first good news so far is going to come here on the 30-minute. I'm seeing signs of this rolling over. However, momentum and VWAP not really building confidence in the shorter term here. Could look something like this. But that is still looking to roll over. You've broken your swing highs here. That's looking all right. So I'll take that. Go to the 15. 15 minutes bearish, but not as threatening as the other time frames here. We have broken this low. And so lining up with the 30, kind of the same thing maybe. Looking for potentially another higher low. And for that momentum to be pushing back to the upside. All right, these are going to be fast. Same on the 5, really reflects the 15 very similarly. 1 minute is by far the least trustworthy, but I'll say that's looking to roll over. Yes. All right, so we may have seen most of this move already, but here is kind of what I am divining from the tea leaves. This is looking pretty likely. 33.86. What happens there? I don't know. We can make some theoretical trades based on that, though. Here is, I mean, potentially, obviously, you can look for a short. Look for a short, probably targeting what, like the bottom of this range? Something like that. Potentially, though, could be played a little bit more chillin'. Let's see. We could maybe even put our stop up here and target for a longer, bigger move. There we go, like 2.6. This could be done. I don't know if I like this trade yet. This short, kind of this shorter play, probably more my style. I don't necessarily like this. And this short would be banking on those higher time frames continuing to crap the bed and looking for that full retracement back down to just above 30K. I don't like that one that much, but that's definitely in play. You still get a 2.5 with your stop above the high. I think if I really wanted to take this play, though, I would take it from here. Your stop could be much closer. That would be like 34.8. And again, you could target the same zone, but you could be less shorty. Yeah, I like that one better. I like that one better. Yeah. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I like that. I like it. What do you think, chat? Maybe I'm being a little too wary. Thinking it's gonna move too slow. 33.8 looks pretty prime though. I don't know what it's gonna do there. I think just going from the same logic we always use: resistance we short, support we long. We just play that probability. If we see it move back above though, 34, things may change. We'll find out. I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't have any more intelligible thoughts on this. I'm gonna set an alert for under Bitcoin if it breaks the low that we just saw, and I'm going to set an alert at that entry, and we're going to move on to some other stuff. So let's turn our attention back to the chat. Check PEPE, broski. We've got some charts to look at here. We are going to look at Ethereum. Not necessarily in this order, but I'm just going to pull up the ones that we're going to look at. Ooh, Ethereum not looking bad. Ooh, not looking bad at all. Not looking bad at all. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to look at them in this order, but now I'm like, ooh, Ethereum, ooh. We'll come back, though. We're going to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at XRP, the Rippler. We're going to look at Rune. We already have Rune pulled up. Oh, nice. Nice. We'll get to that. The Rippler. We'll look at this. I'll pull up Cardano. I know people are tuning in. I've been a little bearish on Cardano. I didn't get an alert, so I don't think that's changed yet. Nice. Into resistance. We'll update on that. Why not PEPE? It's been moving. Doesn't quite hit target. What else should we look at, chat? Commenting for engagement makes you feel warm. Thank you, Vash the Stampede. By the way, Trigun, awesome anime. Awesome anime. SBF digging his own grave in court. Yeah, he is, dude. Shib already in bottom, Roberto Pinto. For your sake, I hope it is. Fridays are always crap. Yeah, they usually are. They usually are. Did you guys see the tweets lately from people yesterday saying, like, ETF approval in the next 24 hours? What kind of gibberish is that, dude? No source. They're just literally just spewing crap. Like, I engagement farm too. I'm not above engagement farming. It's kind of a part of being a creator. But I'm not gonna just make crap up unless I'm obviously being sarcastic or joking. I'm never gonna say ETF approval 24 hours like as a joke without clearly making it a joke before, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's embarrassing. I have issues. I've always had issues with other creators in this space. I don't call them out personally. I don't get toxic, but like, we can be better. That was the motto of the last stream. Let me actually see what's moving. Like our biggest gainers. Let's see if there's anything hecka spicy. INJ. I almost forgot it's in the title. I said it at the beginning of the stream. We're definitely gonna look at INJ today. ChainLink's at 1120. That's probably worthy of looking. INJ already hit our profit the last stream. We'll get into that one. I guess Link. I don't think it's actually broken its range, but we'll pull it up. Not a lot spicing, really. Neo is weirdly up, but I don't really at all think anyone cares about Neo. I'll pull it up just to glance at it. Render. I think Render hit a target again. We'll have to pull that up. Quant's above 100. Interesting. Let's get it, Render. Phantom's up a little bit. Man, these aren't really big gains though. Mina's at 62. I guess I'll pull up Mina. What do you guys want to look at? Tell me in chat. Tell me what you want to look at, but I need a reason. We're not going to look at charts just because one person wants to look at a chart. Tell me a reason. Like, is it at something important? Is that a critical support? Is it critical resistance? Is that a retracement target? Like, give me something, and I'll pull it up. BNB, yeah, we could do BNB. Nano, Ed, only Ed. I will do this one only because Ed has been here for years. And, well, I guess I got to start a new chart on Nano. He's been here for years, and we haven't looked at Nano in a long time. Why is there... Give me a real chart, dude. You aren't going to have all the chart. Kraken isn't going to have the history. That's enough, though. Back to 2020. Doge down big. Doge is the top. We can pull up Doge. It's Friday. Floki, because you're in a scalp long. Yeah, that's like the exact thing I said of not. I'm just playing, dude. Doge not doing anything interesting yet. We can look at it more in depth, but BTC because it's the Bitcoin. Yeah, it is the Bitcoin. Nano changed to XNO. Is that why I couldn't find it? It's weird because it's still listed as Nano on Gemini. What? This has even less history. What happened to Nano? I'll have to look that up. Gold is up. I don't think gold broke its high of like this week, though. What up, Cherry City Bullies? Aegis. Who else? Miss Sean's here. Adam P's here. Alex S, dude. Good to see you. Big Don. Brandon Young. Just going through the ones I missed. Chad Jeets. What's up, Chad? Crypto Beehive. Crypto Lucian. What's up, bruh? Lucian, I know that's not your name, but Lucian was one of my favorite League of Legends characters. Crypto Needs Red Bull. David Williams. Crypto Military Vet. To you. Dragon 1J. FKNFT. Evan. Fade and Tradfi's back. Heinous Hermans. Jacob John. JR. Juan Estevez. JZ. Kinbari. I like that name. Lee. Long Mountain. I think I miss you. Magnus Larson. Never miss you, buddy. Or I always miss you. Manish. Mike. There's like multiple new mics. Fio Thalk. Meanless. There you are. I was wondering when you pop in. Rising Moon. Red Man. Road Trip Buddies. You want to be my road trip buddies? Who did I miss? Ryan Tuck. Space Ape. Ryan S. Toby Chapman. The Exodus. Pullman. What's up, Pullman? Just Tom. What a handsome name, Tom. Trade. Tyron Hamilton. Vishharts. Wisdom A. York Texan. Your owner. Zoom out and smile. I got that one already. I think I got most people here. Carlo Lopez. What's up, Holmes? JPPX. Pat. Fett holding strong. I was debating if I want to look at Fett. Is Crow still a thing? I think it still exists. Yes. All right. We got a bunch. AVAX hasn't moved yet. I have alerts on like all these charts. All the charts. I placed this a while ago. I threw this in the Discord. This wasn't from the stream today. This is the stream today. Following the doodle. All right. We'll go back to Bitcoin. If you missed it, I already in-depth covered Bitcoin. It was probably like 15 minutes. Fully in-depth. If you listen to that, you won't need more Bitcoin coverage for right now. Let's see. Where do we start? Let's start with Ethereum because it caught my eye. Space Water, long-term follower since 21. You should check your coin. Space Water, if you really were a follower here since 21, which is actually, damn, that's 2 years ago. We're losing track of time. I don't think you would say that because, you know, I'm not a supporter of most coins per se. Let's see. I'm looking at Ethereum here for a little bit. I don't think I'll have too in-depth thoughts outside of what we already did. Monthly VWAP's coming up. Momentum's looking to pinch. Money flow's moving up. I'll take it as a base. I think Ethereum does have more upside this year. Ooh, beautiful on the week. A little gumdrop red trip. VWAP higher highs here. Momentum's coming up. That's pretty good. You've passed weekly resistance. Just got an alert. SPX. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to put a break. I have to put a break on these altcoin charts because we have just hit our first target on our short for S&P 500. Let's go. Let's go. Why did that go away? I don't know if this is how it was originally placed. Go to the day. Yep. There we go, boys. There we go. That's 5% on the S&P 500. In the bank. In the bank. No divergence. Man, stocks don't look great. This also makes me wonder if the dollar is rallying. Hold up. Really low time frames building divergence. Hourly's hitting lower lows on money flow. 4 hours hitting lower lows on money flow. This is like almost like the exact opposite of Bitcoin. I think we see a bounce though. I think it's gonna bounce. Maybe not like exactly this moment, but I think it's gonna bounce. Let's see. It's weird because I don't usually, when you just kind of use the tool here, like what I was basically looking for is how far down do we have to go in retracement for our 618 to be this previous support at 4218, and the answer is very low. Very low. Almost like just under 4,000. I don't know if I like that. Doesn't really jive with me. Why does this not work though? That's not a very good bounce. Let me see. See that? Doesn't look right though. Something doesn't look right. I may have to come back to this. I have to come back. 4,050. That looks a little bit better. I'm gonna look at the dollar really briefly after this for my own sake. Sorry, I got distracted mostly because this is pretty important. Maybe not necessarily to Bitcoin, but this is a big market with lots of market cap moving. I reset my alerts. I'm gonna pull up the dollar really quick and we're gonna get right back to the alts. This is breaking news. Breaking news. Weird. Dollar's not even rallying. Dollar's not even moving. He just did hold support here. I think it hit this trend line perfectly. Yeah, it did. Wait, maybe it didn't. Yeah, close enough. That's a higher low if it can break 106.7. Ooh, I see those hearts coming in. Keep smashing those hearts. Weird. That's odd. I would have expected the dollar to be breaking at least like this weekly high with the S&P continuing to hit lower lows, but it isn't. Maybe you were right, person who said gold earlier. I don't think it's broken its high, has it? Ooh, it's very close. Ooh. Here, low. Ooh, la la. Dollar rolling over on the, or not dollar, gold rolling over on the day off of a higher low, off of a higher high on VWAP high on weekly, on the week. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. I don't really, gold is just so hard to ever be like, it's going to break out today because it moves so freaking slow. I'm not really, I don't know, maybe I'll take that back. Maybe I'll eat those words. Like, I'm not too confident it will today, but it definitely looks like it's doing something like this. Definitely. You got a double bottom there on the 6-hour closes. 1980. I think we touched 1998 today. Maybe 2K, but I don't think we break it today. It is possible, but I'm saying that I also think that it is going to. It absolutely looks like it wants to come up and test its all-time high like this year. It's pretty spicy. All right. I have alerts set. That got me a little jazzed. We can go back. We can go back. Take me back. What up? Happy Friday, Patrick. Digital Asset Degen. What news did you miss? I don't know. Did anybody see news? Because this S&P just broke low. It just broke its monthly low after already falling a bunch this month. Getting ready for that stinky trap, false flags. Where are you in the Discord, dude? The Discord has been so active, and you're nowhere to be found, false flags. Nowhere to be found. We need your conspiracy theories, bruh. We need them. What's up, Tyron? I like your monocle. We have almost 1,000 watching. Yeah, we do. Hell yeah. We only have 230 likes, guys. That's, I promise you I wouldn't shill the likes much. But that's like, for every one person that's liked, there's like 3 people that haven't. Come on. Come on now. We're better than that. We're better than that. I won't say anything else. Let me get back to Ethereum for a second here. For 1 segundo. Ethereum caught my attention when I loaded it up today. It didn't hit 1900 yet. I believe it will. It didn't hit 1900 yet. That was where I was looking for the next upside resistance. But it did do something that caught my eye, and that would be the little doodle that we have going on here. This little doodler. And by my own doodle, this position would get stopped out, so I'm not really sure why I did this. I didn't really think about this trade that much, but it's doing something very interesting here. We identified what looked like a broadening falling wedge. This has been a strong reversal pattern in crypto for the last, well, since like 21. Ooh, I'm getting spicy freaking alerts today, guys. I really want to get through. I really want to get through some of these. But I don't know if I don't know. My alerts are like, no, you can't do that. I thought I made a chart for this, but maybe not. I just got another alert that is spicy, so I gotta look at it. USDT. Tethers just pushed to a new all-time high in market cap. This has been happening pretty much since this rally started warming up. Let's zoom out here. This is spicy. I guess I need to set it a little higher instead of 85 billion. Let's can the crew, the research crew, can we look to see was there a big tether print? I'm gonna go to whale alerts quick. And when you're streaming, nothing ever goes to plan. That's why you shouldn't have a plan. I don't see any big tether prints. I don't, like, honestly, I kind of understand tether. But I certainly am no expert. I don't get how it can be moving up significantly, but no prints from the whales. I guess they could do it in a lot of little transactions, but I'm not exactly sure what makes the market, like, the market cap is equal to dollars, right? Like, they're $1 tokens. If there's 84.69 billion, that means there's 84.69 billion tokens. But shouldn't we see prints? Is anybody an expert on that like function? I'm not. Don't see any alerts, so whatever. This is spicy though. There's very little bearish argument for Tether hitting all-time highs. Like, very little. I'm sure you could, like, really cherry pick stuff if you wanted. More alerts? What the hell? Let's tweet this quick. Live tweet. You can follow me on Twitter. I tweet the best. Tether making all-time highs here. Really little bearish argument for it. I don't think you have to say it's bullish, but I think that's logical that it leans bullish at least. Let's go back to Ethereum. Broadening descending wedge, if we can ever get through this. Caught my attention because we did sell off today with Bitcoin, and that sell-off is bringing us right back to where we would literally be looking in this pattern, a falling descending wedge. You look to the high trend. Once it's broken, you look for a back test of that high trend. Oh, I know why I did this, because this was assuming it bounced off the high trend again. It broke. So basically, you don't want to see this now. What you want to see is a back test of that high trend, and when you just so happen to have your resistance right there, 1772, this is spicy. That's a spicy play up to that 1900 mark. Go down to some low time frames on Ethereum here. Give it a little love. Not building confidence on lower time frames here. Got to get out to like the 6 hour to see upside, like continuation. And you go to 10 hour, it's not there. 12 hour, 10 hour kind of, I'm not the most confident on that now. I don't really love what I'm seeing here on those time frames. Let's add this back. If this doesn't play and Ethereum falls back into this broadening wedge, It's not ideal. It's not ideal. But maybe you'd look at like 1650 or your 618. Kind of expected to see something a little better. Similar to Bitcoin, your low time frames are looking rather heavy. Actually looking heavier than Bitcoin. That trade might be cursed. Might be a cursed trade. Regardless, even if it does fall to 1650 or whatever, I'm still looking for 1900. I fully believe it sees 1900 this year. Fully. Make sure that trade thing didn't... Okay, good. Still there. Good stuff. Oh, you know what? I set this here, but that was doing myself a disjustice because that's actually lower than the price currently was. Let's recalculate. Make this like 2.4. There we go. I'll take that. Get rid of this alert. I'm running out of alerts. There we go. Add the alert here. Cool. Hopefully the market picks up today. Ethereum, if it can close above 1772, I think it's looking really, really prime for 1900, like very quickly. If it closes below, not as good. Obviously, if it kind of loses, I would say 1720, I'd start looking for 1645, 1650. But I think this pattern is playing out until proven otherwise. So that's looking pretty good. We are going to look at Rune. We are going to look at XRP. Actually, let's do XRP because I know a good amount of people watch XRP. XRP's been looking great as well. I'll admit, I was skeptical here at 54 cents because we've hit it over and over and over again. That is our flat top. 54 cents was our flat top for the entire time, basically since August. We had higher lows, and so we identified our favorite crypto pattern. Flat top with ascending lows. On the sell-off today, we actually kind of already did this, but on the sell-off today, we have back-tested it. It's kind of similar to Ethereum, what we just looked at here. You had a pattern, you broke the resistance, you back-tested it as support. If it holds here, you have a very solid shot at 61.8. 61.8. And let's throw this. I know I have other charts where we have longs already up. But something like that might be played. Actually, let me find our older XRP chart so we can look at the old position. I guess there's an even older one than this, but here you go. Vaguely what we were looking for. We didn't quite get that. We got a rejection again, but still moving up there above the 200-day. That's still not it. I'll look at one. I'll pull up one more and then I'll just move on. I think it's this one. Yep, it's this one. No, that isn't this one. This one's old and already hit. Lame. I don't know where it is. But this chart, I'm glad I pulled it up because it does give you a little bit, maybe more insight to what I was talking about. So rejection, this is the 200-day and 200 weekly moving averages. At the exact same point, XRP rallied through them, fell back below, hit a higher low, tapped, came up, and now it's coming right back to those moving averages and finding support there. In addition to that horizontal at 54 cents is a strong place to look to plan a trade. Not gonna lie. I'm only targeting 61.8 cents-ish, but that's pretty solid. That's like a 15% gain. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's close a bunch of these charts so we don't get riggedy wrecked on my computer running out of RAM. Let's get Cardano. We're going to go by market cap, I guess. We have Mina. We have Nano. We have even Neo pulled up. Link, Doge. We already looked at the S&P 500, but we'll look at it probably at the end of the stream again. Move those over here. Gold we already looked at. Going to save it and close it. Doge. We looked at Tether market cap. We don't need to look at that again. We'll probably look at a few others, but let me pound through. I'm going to do 88, and then I'm going to read the chat again, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I don't never read the chat. I just can't do in-depth, complex trading analysis and read a bunch of gibberish. I love you guys, and I love your gibberish, but I just can't do both. XRP or 88 probably won't take long. Since the breakout of 26 cents, we said this is cool. there's probably more upside coming. However, ADA needs to get through roughly 28.7 to like 31.1 cents. 31.1 is the big one. You can see the arrows here. This was our major support. We lost it. We tried to retake it. It rejected it. And this is when we got bearish on ADA. Nothing to do with the coin or whatever. I like it as much as I like many other coins, which is meh. I have a bunch. But you lost that support. And until you get it back, I'm just not really bullish on ADA. My short did get riggedy wrecked. That happens. Like I said, I don't win every trade, guys. I will say we do have a higher high. That's a great start. This resistance zone, though, is probably going to be pretty heavy. So what we might look for instead of a run is maybe we come up to tap 31, hit that resistance, come back down to this 26-ish level before retesting it and maybe breaking through it on the second attempt. Of course, it could break through on this attempt. However, I'm just a little skeptical. I would like to be wrong. I would like to see it move up past 33 and hold, because then you're very cleared for as high as 41 and maybe even, I mean, geez, maybe even like 50 cents, maybe as high as 70 cents. Other coins have made those moves. It's not impossible. But you're right into resistance. Right into resistance. Now your daily money flow looks great, actually. It looks very strong. The only issue, VWAP approaching 0 here. Maybe it lines up with that pullback to support. On the week, slowly rolling over, but at the pace of paint drying. And here it is. If you thought that previous chart was too busy, you're right, it was. Let's get rid of a bunch of these doodles. They were good doodles, and like, is a record of it being correct, but I don't care. I don't want that much noise. Anyway, looking at the monthly time frame, maybe a little more apparent to those who don't have quite as keen of an eye when it comes to charts. You filled your fair value gap on the monthly back in June, failed to break to a new high. You painted an order block on the month from June, July, and August. You dumped. You did hold your low, which is good. Some kind of little reversal doji here last month. However, right here, right now, you can see where this box comes from. That monthly order block is very strong resistance. Can be broken, but it's just a knife. The probability would say you don't want to go long into that resistance, in my opinion. Well, no, and just in probability of trading, and just a general overview of concepts of trading. I don't know. But breaking through it looks very good. It's not there yet. And so, unfortunately, I'm not bully. I'm not bully. I don't know why that box went away. Who knows? I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it here. It's very close, but it's not quite there yet. I'm sorry, ADA. All right. INJ's in the title. We'll do INJ, and then we'll do whatever order. Probably Link next. INJ shouldn't be long because INJ is just doing what we expected it to do. This trade placed back in July, finally hitting, what was it, yesterday or the day before, an 84% take profit target, buyer. However, you can even see the doodle here. We were looking potentially for higher, but when we were back here, the whole market was very sad and very kind of unhopeful. And so we were being more conservative with our upside targets. We did hit 85%, however, up to resistance, or maybe the full retracement there, about 120% gain. Since it is looking pretty good, I would say if INJ closes above 1280, that $15 target very likely coming. Very likely coming. Something you might notice looking at this chart, though, is while this is a beautiful setup, I agree, we have a resistance that was clearly important to the chart. If we look historically back here, rejection, rejection, down into the bear market. Resistance, resistance. We have an untested resistance. It's not tested as support. So what might be logical is to look at our retracement from our low to our high here, like we usually do. That resistance sitting at the 0.5 retrace, that would be not a bad place to find a position if it comes, especially if we move to 15 and reject. That would be a 30-ish% retracement from $15, right? 15 to 10. 1/3, yeah. And a nice psychological number. I would probably say $10, not, I wouldn't use like $9.78, though you could. I think this might be potential. Along from 10. I might take one of these. I don't know which one. And a short from 15. I like it. I wish that I could set it on TradingView for these things to always be set to the back. I don't know if it's possible. Let me look at these indicators really quick. Daily money flow looks strong. That does look kind of like it's peaking out a little bit. It's doing a little, maybe needs a breather. RSI on the day, wildly high, 92. That's going to be a threat, however. Right now, INJ has the highest daily RSI it's ever had, which suggests two things. One of two things. One, INJ needs to break its all-time high, and if it does, let's effing go. But if it doesn't, it is now painted pretty severe bearish divergence, and that may actually be argument enough for me to not look at a position at 10. Oh, but the weekly's so strong. I don't care about the daily anymore. The weekly's so strong. Money flow hit a higher high on the week. That's beautiful. I wish other stuff was doing that. Let's look at our month really quick. Beautiful. Right up there at monthly resistance. You see potentially maybe like a $20, $21 resistance above 15. But pretty clear sailing after $15. I'm just not confident it'll make it. I think if we invert this chart, maybe it'll be easier to see for you guys. Everyone's favorite pattern, right? Do you see it? Inverted. Neckline right there at about 15. Bounce. Neckline, retracement, break neckline, back test, go. Inverse head and shoulders on the month skis. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think what needs to be said on this chart is, while I am looking for 15, and I'm pretty confident about $15, going long right here at 13.40 at the top of a green candle is never the type of trading I recommend. Ever. Your upside, you're looking for like a 14% upside, which is pretty good. But back down to $10 is greater than 15%. I'm not taking this. They're like, maybe you could do this. Nah, your risk reward sucks. Be careful. Patience pays. That's my advice. Patience pays. Go to Link. Linky. So this is the pattern we were looking at on Ethereum, the broadening descending wedge. Same pattern, but over the course of more than a year. What is in my nose? Over the course of more than a year. Link got exciting when it broke $9.50. It hasn't really looked back since. But here we are, 11.20. It did trade as high as 11.80, just above resistance. This is definitely a good way to climb. I'll give Link that. You have an order block on your day right here. The low would be 10.35. You have another order block potentially painting today with a close above $11. That's a healthy way to climb. Definitely a healthy way to climb. But the same logic really applies here as INJ. You're really at the top price. You're at the highest price of Link since May of 22. And while I do think it's going to go to 15, that pullback to the top of our wedge is very likely. So while you may enter here and get 15 and be ecstatic, it's possible. I think that's risky. But you have potentially an entry at $9.50, maybe $10. Say $9.50 looks cleaner. It may not come. That's always a possibility. Giggity. That's what your girlfriend said. Ha ha. But I'd feel comfortable at like $9.50. I do like the weekly. The weekly is one of the strongest weeklies I've seen on Money Flow. Link right now. Big old May 22 till what, last week in the negative, rolled over. Momentum still up. VWAP still up. This is a hell of a chart, dude. Hell of a chart. Monthly looks decent. Similar to ADA actually. What's interesting, you have this order block back here, right there, at that resistance. Didn't even notice that. If we zoom out to the month, it actually looks like Link may want like closer to $7 or $8, like $8. Look at all these monthly closes. That's crazy, crazy resistance. That wouldn't be absurd, would it? I'm going to stick with the plan. I'm going to stick with what I've been looking at. But I will keep an eye on that. I think a short could be played here at 1150. I don't think it's the best idea. We do have a short up there at 15. What kind of risk to reward can we get here? 2.5 back to 950. I wouldn't even recommend that short trade, but I think that short trade is a better probability than longing the top here going up. Gold, I'm going to eat my words here, fam. Gold is breaking the F out. Let's go. I was looking at it earlier. I was like, it's going to break, but gold moves so slow. I don't think it will today. Well, there it is. It did hit 1998. It did hit 2000 on the dot. Wow. Still time for it to pull back and do this pattern. Still time, but that is very spicy. So gold is up. The dollar is actually struggling here, it looks like. Not a lot has changed since we looked at it, but the dollar isn't dumping, which is interesting. It moved to a high. It broke its high range of October, fell back down, and now is just like kind of moving sideways right here on top of this trend line. Yet gold just broke a meaningful price level, and wherever the S&P 500 is dumping. This is bizarro world. This is bizarro world. If the dollar was dumping hard, no. Yeah, if the dollar was rallying hard, I would expect the S&P to be doing this. But if the dollar was rallying hard, I wouldn't be expecting gold to do what it's doing. This is weird. Something feels sus. Something feels up. Guys, is there like weird news or anything? I forgot about Sol. We're gonna look at Sol. Is there like news? Is there some kind of like macro news right now? It feels like there's something going on. Feels like there's something going on. It actually makes sense world today. I don't know. Daddy chill. Everyone buying gold. Gold. Fun little story. Bitcoiners and gold bugs used to be the same people. I think single-handedly, Peter Schiff ruined that. I don't really like gold. I'm a millennial. I don't plan on ever really owning gold. But it's certainly, I respect gold people more than like fiat people, right? Like gold at least is like along the principles of Bitcoin. I don't know. Little fun fact. Is there anything? Gaza is heating up, says Raj. I don't know. Is that really it? I don't know. Like, it was already heating up, right? Did it like really heat up? The charts are suggesting something big is about to happen. I totally agree, TM. I don't, for those of you just tuning in today for the first time, I don't usually say things like that. Like something feels today. I don't even know the last time I said this, maybe months ago. Something feels up with like the flow of these markets right now. Something feels up. I don't need that. Something's up. Sol looks pretty good. Money flow hasn't even rolled over yet on the week. It's war, but that was already the case though. So it doesn't really seem that like important, right? Gold powered computing. Oof. Gold's running. I should add gold to the title here. The title of the video. Like gold pump in all caps. Gold pump. There we go. Added. False move in traditional markets? I mean, I don't think so. The S&P was like screaming this trade. It was screaming it. Even before we planned this trade out before it even fell below 43. It was like back here. I was like, if it breaks 43, I'm going to look to short it with the stop loss being the right shoulder of this potential head and shoulders. And then we picked out our measured move and it just broke I believe that's the 1618, not the measured move. Let's actually look at the measured move because if it keeps dumping here, the two is 4,050, which is now looking pretty. In the absence of like a little rip up today randomly before close, 4,050 is looking incredibly likely. You can see I already like have this placed here. But that was screaming this pattern. So that's why I'm always skeptical of news. Gold's ripping. Gold is ripping. To put some context in that, gold's not even up 1% today. It's up 0.85% today. But it's ripping because it just broke through psychological, very like psychological level 2,000. And more importantly, it broke this level coming off of like the entire month of strength for October. It's up 10% for the month. When was the last time gold had a 10% month? The last time gold had a 10% month was July of 2020, and that's when it went to a new all-time high. That was the last time we've had a 10% monthly. Wait. Why did I say 10% if this isn't even... I'm confused. I swear it just said that was 10%. Wait. 10% from the low. Okay, that's why. 10% from the low. That's wild. That's bonkers. Gold is still pushing. That's why I'm saying it's going nuts. Because it's still going. Gold does not move fast. It is not a fast mover. It is an incredibly slow mover. Let's, I gotta tweet something. Gotta tweet something about gold. This is spicy. There's something happening, guys. We have, I don't know how many people are still here. We had like 1,000 people earlier. I don't know if we still do. But we have so many people here, even if we don't have 1,000. Even if we don't have 1,000. We have so many people here. Let's figure this out. What is happening? We need to all put on our sleuthing caps and sleuth this out. There's something happening right now. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I don't think charts are magic. Actually, I do. But like, not supernatural. But, dude, charts, they know. I don't know. They know what's going on. And there's been so many times where I've seen something like this and said something's going on and something was going on that we learned about later. This is spicy. I guess my calls for a new all-time high on gold this year are getting more realistic, aren't they? What is happening? Ask ChatGPT. Dude, ChatGPT is such trash. When it first came out, I don't know what they've done. They neutered it. When it first came out, it was pretty good. Now it's just trash. I tried talking to it the other day, and it was absolutely useless. It would not answer questions. It would just, like, give me details. Like, I was like, let's make a code so I can identify you. And it would just, and I'd be like, but don't make it a random number. And all it would do is give me a random number. And then I'd ask, did you just give me a random number, or is this a unique code that you'll, like, identify? And they're like, it's a unique number. Here, I'll give you, or it's a random number. I'll give you a new one. And it was stupid as hell. I was trying to ask it to do something kind of complex, but it just like refused to even, because it used to lie to you. ChatGPT used to be like, if it didn't know the answer, it'd be like, actually, the Civil War was fought in 1650. And you're like, that's not true, ChatGPT. And it's like, yeah, I know. It won't even do that anymore. It'll just be like really canned, crappy answers. Anyway, it's not what this is about. Gold's ripping. Gold's ripping. Let's go. Did that tweet? Yeah, of course it did. Wild. We need to figure this out. CNBC News. What's it saying, Lean? Sam Bankman's free jury says they didn't commit fraud. That was yesterday. That's not new. And who cares what Sam Bankman-Fried says? Like, it's all irrelevant. He's clearly a grifter and a liar and a scammer. Who cares what he says? Paid or unpaid? I had the paid for a long time, and now I will admit I unsubscribed because it just wasn't delivering real value. Bard is okay. Markets fail, flight to safety, maybe. Good for, yeah, Wick, that's true. ChatGPT is phenomenal at, like, creativity, like writing, like poetry, stories. But if you ask it anything technical, it's just garbage. It's effing garbage. All right, we did Link, we did ETH. We didn't do Rune yet. We'll do Rune. Sorry, I know you guys requested these a long time ago, but that's just the way life is sometimes. Get rid of a lot. I gotta close some charts. I don't want to risk eating up all my RAM. Nasdaq, same thing as S&P. Not really surprising. Just falling in tandem. I don't even know what chart that is. INJ. What's up with these empty charts? I almost never have close without saving. TRB. Entering. No, we're not going to do TRB right now. But theoretical trade might have been filled. Not going to do ATOR right now. We already did INJ. I have Mina pulled up already. GRT. Nothing's going on with GRT yet. ENJ. I think that's the second one. Still looking alright. VRA. Nothing's happening. 1 sec, fam. Atom. Nothing's happening. Doge we have pulled up. I didn't do Doge. I should do Doge. I'll do Doge because it'll take me 5 seconds and then I'll do Solana. Exact same thing as I've been saying. Doge still keeping me worried, keeping me stressed out. I'm not selling my Doge or anything like that, but flat bottom, highs are coming down. Said this the last million times, I'll say it again. Doge break a high, move above what 8.3 cents, and we'll talk. Until then, you're just setting lower highs and a flat bottom, and you look like Doge shizzle. I love Doge. It's in my repertoire of approved Tom Crown coins, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna say it looks good when it doesn't. What is XRP? I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, little guy. But you gotta do the work, not me. Sol, I'll do Sol. Here we go. Let's take a peek. Sol's looked really good. So I just showed you, and maybe this is a good time to do this. Let's share them on the same chart. Little experiment for you. Little study, little case study. Okay. Doge on the week. Let's throw this up. So I will say this is on the weekly for Doge, whereas that's not going to be true for Solana. It's going to be like daily. But I think this is a good kind of moment to like see. So this is Doge, this is Solana, this is on the day, this is on the week, so this is a bigger time frame. Neither are inverted. But what do we see? We see almost the exact opposite pattern, right? This is bearish, this is looking bullish. Solana is doing some very nice things. Higher lows, it keeps tapping resistance. It's right up there at the July high, 30-ish, 2-ish, something like that. This is a good pattern. This is a good pattern. You want to see the lows continue to come up. That does give you as much as 1732 to the downside. Maybe under 20 being the invalidation. But Solana's been building a flat top, higher low setup for a long time. And we identified it early. And so we've been able to really smash these longs on this chart. This has been good. I think only one of these got stopped out. Multiple longs, basically just every time it came back to a resistance to test it as support, we look for entry. That's what I'm still looking for. About $25. Now it may not come back. Sometimes that happens. But again, as a lot of these charts, going long right here is just bad trading, right? You're up at a resistance at a high and you're looking for longs. Maybe this one will be a little more successful than some others potentially. But I just think that's taking the wrong end of the risk. Wrong end of the risk. I wish I could like write on these. You can't, because I want to be like, I don't want this one. Anyway, this could potentially, you could do something like this, but I don't like it. If anything, I think the smarter move, though I also wouldn't take this trade because Solana has been very bullish and this structure very bullish. You could look for a short down to that entry. This is playing with fire though. It did break the high. It's not immediately sold off. You have pretty solid RSI just coming up smoothly. I see a little weakness on the 4 hour. I need to turn this heater off again. It's starting to get too toasty. This is really just what I think is the play. If it doesn't come, that means it's moving up, and okay. And you don't get that entry. I think from 25, a move to 50 is so clutch. It's just like, would be amazing. That's your 0.5 retrace. It's at 46, but just round it. Maybe 46 would be the 47, 46 would be the better take profit. It's our 1618 extension from our swing high to swing low. That gives us confluence with our 0.5 retrace from our all-time high to this low so far. Textbook classic. Love it. Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna get back to the chat reading for a little bit. I've done a lot of charts in a row. I have not forgotten about the other ones. We will look at them. I need to turn this heater off or I'm going to pass out. Easy peasy. Bitcoin kind of just following the doodle for now. Breaking the low at 33,450 will invalidate it. Let me take a peek if anything's changed. 1 minute still looks like slowly rolling over. 5 minute actually looking more bearish than it did. We have 1, 2, 3 lower lows coming on with that money flow on the 5. This might be one of those rare misses. 15 minute. We looked at this before. I said this is looking not too bad. You've broken your low. However, here we are at a deeper money flow low, and that's not as confidence building. That's leaning more bearish. 30 minute, very slowly. This was the only time frame I think on the low ones we said is rolling over. Very slowly. We said something like this probably. VWAP's finally trending up. Momentum hasn't pinched yet. That'll be a good signal. You got 7 minutes left in this candle. 45 minute, still nasty downtrend. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with this actually, and I'm gonna add something here. This is pretty risky. This is knife catching for sure, but I'm feeling a little knife catchy right now. A little knife catchy. Let's see. I don't really know where to put the stop, so let's just reverse it. I'm gonna go for 2 to 1, something like that. Hasn't filled yet. 0.6% drawback or drawdown for that. The short 0.8. Okay, looking pretty good. Look at all these. Look at all these. You know what? I might as well just, my OCD is like annoying me. Might as well add one down here while we're in Rome, right? While we're in Rome, just to make this more symmetrical looking. One, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. There we go. Lots of trades today. Let's hope it does this. Right. Make all of those trades come true, baby. Nah. All right. So I added along at that low because I'm seeing a little bit more bearishness. I'm thinking we tap at least sweep liquidity on longs here. Thinking we tap it. This stop should be closer. Honestly, it should be tighter because we have reason to believe that we might be looking for more of a retracement. Maybe over the weekend, maybe even today. I'll let that go. Let that go for now. Gold's pushing up. Is it still pushing up? Yeah, well, that's right where it was pretty much. But it is looking very juicy, gold. Very juicy. I'll get rid of this doodle because we're above. We're above it. Very clean. Very clean. Should have done this earlier. I can see 20, or not 20, 2025, 24 today. I doubt we see as high as 2041 today, but if this has a strong close into the week, we'll likely see a little retracement at the start of the next week, but I think those targets are looking very good. Very good. Check out Prime. Amazon Prime? I have Amazon Prime. Bitcoin dropped. Did it drop more? Not quite yet. How's the stream doing? Ooh, we lost a lot of viewers. What happened, fam? It's okay, we still have a lot of viewers. Ooh, my computer's like freezing a little. A little bit. I meant to show you the changes to my trades. I goofed that up. Gold's still moving though. Gold might be going to this might happen today. Still moving. Just pushed higher. Wow, gold is ripping. Something's happening today. What is happening? The dollar is not moving. Stocks are breaking their low. They're going lower and lower. Gold is going higher and higher. And the dollar is just right there in the middle doing nothing. What is happening? What is happening? Let me share the trades quick. There you go. On FemXR sponsor, sign up with my link in the video description below and in the chat. Ape long, it's actually down a little bit since yesterday. The forever long from 16.5k. Last stream I was like trying to take a little profit off the top, and I didn't want to do it live because I was worried it would close. Might not have been the end of the world if it closed, but I did. You can see now 0.25 BTC long. It was 0.3. Realized P&L about 4 grand. Unrealized 4,200. It's overall about 8k. 8k-sters. But I did take a little bit of profit. I did take a little bit of profit, and I took it right there at 34.2. Right here. Years before this drop. Nice. Bitcoin might be moving to that long entry and might be just immediately stopping us out. We'll find out in just a second here. Gold is unstoppable. What is it doing? In perspective for people just tuning in, gold has moved not even 1% today. And now it has moved 1%. But the value it's breaking through and just following the trend that it's done since October, since the low, now up 10% from its low. It has not had a 10% monthly candle since 2020? Since 2020. July of 2020. More alerts. Bitcoin hitting that long entry. That is a knife. Will this knife play? I don't know. Knives are dangerous, man. They're a great way to get cut. I might end my streak here, boys. This might... We've hit a lot in a row on these live setups. This might be the streak ender. I need a minute. I wanted to read the chat, but I need a minute. Okay. Like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Wow. This could be the streak ender. Cross your fingers and your toes. Oh, why is that happening? Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. I'm going to put the alert down here at 33,250. That's where the stop is. Because we got other stuff to look at. I got chats to read. What's up, cheap log? Long time to 37k. Could be. Could be next year. Could be before October ends in the next 4 days. Who knows? Cream. Let's effing go, Gina. November 1st, Chirpow and Tom Pow join us live. You are early. For what? Bellew. What am I early for? What's up, Randy? And I looked at render. No, I pulled it up. Thank you. I'm getting distracted. There's something going on right now in the world. That sounds really vague. Something going on in the world right now. There's something macro, political, I don't know. Something new. Something just broke. I can tell just by the charts. They're telling me that. Render looks pretty damn good. It looks pretty damn good. This is the second time I predicted render to hit $2.25. The last one was a little juicier. Here we are back at $2.25. I would not go long here personally. Daily looks actually very strong. Let's be real. Clear uptrend here on the day. You see that by the money flow hitting higher highs. Weekly needs a little bit more upside to be in great condition. It's in good condition, but not great. 12 hour is absolutely gorgeous with its higher highs, money flow, clear uptrend. Go to the 8. 8's a little choppy, but still leaning bullish. 6 hour just under this money flow high, but not looking bad. Not looking bad. I think, damn, 4 hour. I wish Bitcoin had this right now. I still wouldn't go long here, but I'm actually not seeing quite as bearish signals as I would have expected. You do have bearish divergence on this entire run, like the entire October 15th to today. Your RSI highs just keep coming down despite moving up. Not a great sign, but who cares? It kept moving up. It looks strong. It looks strong. So this what I'm about to do is probably not the smartest, but I follow my playbook. I don't, it takes a lot for me to not follow my playbook. We're at resistance. Gotta go with the short. Gotta go with the short. I probably stop above 238. Maybe above 250 would be better, but I don't think you get enough downside comfortably. I don't think you get enough downside comfortably for that. I don't like that. Maybe it does get a test of $3. Maybe you do. I'm not going to say that just based on this fib, but don't like the short. I don't like the short. I see too much bulliness, but that is just what it is. That's just what it is. I think this is a smarter trade. And you can use our last long entry basically as the stop. Then maybe a target 3. We have been seeing some coins just rip up to resistance, shrug it off, and go to the next, like Mina. But it's just not a good bet. You're right here, 225. If you're in a long, if I was in a long, I probably wouldn't. I would take some profit personally. I'd take some profit at 225, but I probably wouldn't close the whole position, and I would have orders, limit orders, set at like 290, just under 295, to take some more. If you break there, I mean, things look crazy. You're like talking about all-time high retest at your measure move, but it's just not the best choice. I mean, I wouldn't go long here on leverage. If you wanted spot because you like this token, you believe it's going to do well, that could be reasonable. But the only leverage position I'll take here would honestly be short. Damn. I like what I'm looking at. Surprised. I'm not sure if I own any of this. I'll have to check after the stream. Render looking good though. I'll take it. Rune, I didn't get to. Did not fill by like a penny. By a penny. By 2.5 pennies. Didn't get the fill. Now, Rune does look interesting. It just doesn't look very similar to other things. But what I'm not a huge fan of here, even though you're at a higher high. Let's see how this looks. Even though you're at a higher high, I don't love this because this is starting to look kind of like the opposite of Ethereum, what we're looking for on Ethereum, the opposite of Link, where you have like a broadening structure to the upside. So you probably would look for that. Hate to say it. That can definitely come right off the table if it can move up to its $3 previous resistance up here, come back down, test maybe the top of that channel. That would look good. But again, I feel like a broken record here. It could continue up. It always can. But I would not long it personally. Would not long that. Kind of a risky long, or a risky short too. It's just you and I. Look at your RSI. Failing to hit highs. Paint and bear div. Alright. This look pretty good on lower time frames. I guess time will tell. Can't hit them all, right? Can't hit them. Alright. Alright. I went through a bunch of charts. I guess we still have like PEPE to look at. I did have this long here, but I think actually I might upgrade. Something like that. I do think PEPE will hit 1480. I do. It may come back down to 1050 first, or it may hit 1480 then go to 1050. Does look very likely. It had a very, very clean reaction on the way up. Blasted through resistance, hit the resistance above, back tested that previous resistance at support, blasted up. So now coming back to 1050 would make sense. However, it doesn't have to come back there first. Could do that. I think it's looking all right. Not really bullish on PEPE, but I do have some confidence that it will hit that 1050 target. What's up, Wick? Wife finally caved and asked you to buy some for her this morning. One was BTC. Can you guess the other two? A Bitcoin, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin, and Bitcoin. I don't know, man. What did she want? I'm not going to look at Neo. Neo's not moving in a way that really excites me right now. Render, Mina. Mina's retracing. 50 cents. I never looked at Nano. My bad. I forget who said it. Ed. My bad, Ed. But honestly, I'm not going to have anything to say about Nano. I can already tell. Like, you haven't done anything. It's got the same kind of worrying as, it's the same worry as Doge at the moment. Let me see, like that maybe. The difference though is that it has this worry all the way down here. It's very close to its previous bear market low. Could dump down there, like 31 cents. You could see that. But it is, especially with a coin, I don't think it's really had any hype or anything. The people that have this, I don't think they're really selling it. I don't think that like they're going to panic sell it either. I think they are in it for it, just like kind of forever. I think the odds of it capitulating down there are not great. Maybe you see a wick. But until Nano breaks, let's say 72 cents, until it breaks a high, it's just painting a really ugly triangle. Unfortunately. The dollar has literally not moved. Literally not moved. While the S&P, yeah, does seem to get a little bounce there at the 1618 target. And gold, all right, gold simmered down a wee. Finally a non-green candle in the 5 minute for gold. I looked at Dow and S&P. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Steve. How you doing, brother? See, I can be bearish too. I can be bearish too. What is going on, Steve? We see stocks are dumping, right? Gold is like mooning for gold. And then the dollar is doing pretty much nothing. What is happening? This doesn't add up in my brain. There's like a missing piece here. S&P and NASDAQ. I didn't look at Dow Jones or anything. I don't pay too much attention to them boys. Looks like crap. Indices going down. What's happening though? What's up, Dave Digital? How you doing, man? You agree? Yeah. It means just, you know, that can change in any moment. It could literally go up above 72 cents today and change the chart. But until it does, it's just not. Just not. Cream. Does anyone else want to look at cream? Even one other person. Link is not pumping right now. Crash. What's up, Raju? Bitcoin pumped from 33450. That it did. Or did it? This is so knifey. Oh no, that was the one I placed a while ago. Ooh, look at our knife trade. Look at our knife trade. These are the ones from today. These are in stream trade. See, we did look at INJ. We did. We looked at a lot of coins already. I'm not going to do them again. We had an 84% take on our long for INJ. INJ, BTC moves everything around me. Bream. Quit playing, Dave. War and stagflation is here. Yeah, but they already were. I'm looking for something that broke today that either changes the outlook of war or whatever, or inflation, or is something new. Like, there has to be something. Near. How's Near looking? But our in-stream trade is so juicy. Let's see. Near, all right. Near looks better than it has, but right there, you've already gotten stopped. Basically, right at resistance, $1.25. You got support, probably like 120 to like 116 below you. Like to see it settle up, obviously above 125 would be bullish, but if it doesn't, maybe in the next week coming back down to 120, hitting a higher low, and then looking to take some more ground back, maybe up to 150. But right now, just at that resistance, dangerous time to go long. Great time to lock in little bits of profit. Little bits of profit if you got a long open. Wait, this cream is traded longer than that. That's not looking that bad, is it? It's not looking bad at all. Without doing any other analysis, I think there's a better entry at 1420. Without doing any other analysis, I'd be able to make a trade here. Take it back to the $24 high of September. Maybe looking for the 1618 at 33. Maybe looking at your measured move, but don't know. That's still 2.7 to 1, 45% upside, stopping just below October 9th's low. I mean, this is what caught my eye here. This is a pretty clean retracement. This is a pretty clean retracement. You moved up to a high. It is a lower high. I wonder what that is. Some guy named Keith is calling me. Don't ever call me Keith. Don't ever call me. So you fell from 34 down to $9 or $10. You retraced. I'll get rid of these. To your 618. I just deleted that. Your 618 was roughly 24 bucks. From that 618, you retraced again. And if you look at this swing high to low, or no, this swing low to high, that's right about where your 618 is. So it's 618, 618. So the real play, I think, would be more like this, just to a 618. Just right back here. Your stop would have to be a lot tighter, though. Something like that. Because you've already hit 2 in a row. 1, 2. Looking for that pretty good. That's why I felt pretty confident putting a long there. Maybe not the best trade in the world, especially because this is kind of market ordering right here. But if you wanted to go higher, have more confidence, I would aim back for this. Maybe up here. I'll put it like that. Like that. Looking pretty good. It's interesting. This right here at the 618, that's what caught my eye. To me, this looks like selling pressure came in and then it's waning off now. It looks like it's painting this after painting this. Keith left me a voice. Oh, well, I don't want to talk to you, Keith. Watch Keith be like a really important call or something, and I like need to pick it up. This is a cool chart. See how it works. See how it plays. Glad I looked at it. Steve, wait, there he is. You sent a link? Okay, let me grab it. 1 second, let's pull up Steve's chart. Pop this up and stream. Will do. Will do. And before I take a peek at it, even though it popped up, let's give Steve a little shill. Steve is a great YouTuber. Doing analyses. Great dude. Friend of our channel. He, I will warn you, he is a bear. I don't know if he's still a bear. He's a bear. But we love our bears here. We love everyone here. Links in the chat. Go subscribe to him. Get the bearish take. The take I don't really talk about as much. All right, Stevie. We're in view only. Do we want to zoom in? See the long. See that long. Yeah, I see this horizontal 28.8. Yes. Short. Long broke through. Right there's that 200 week coming up. You broke. Okay, I see this line. This line, you have your April high connects to your July high. You broke through. Where does this one come from? Ooh, that's juicy. I want to actually. One sec. I'm gonna rip Steve's chart off. I'm gonna rip his chart off. Now I just want to put just these lines. And Steve, please enlighten us as well if I'm not reading correctly. I want to see if I can make this line up on mine. I like that. Where's this from? Like here? That looks more savage the way I did it. You got higher highs in your oscillator. You got higher highs in price. Red and green area. Ah, ooh, Steve. This is some of my favorite analysis of yours. Bull run territory. All right. Up here. Maybe above this line, maybe. It's like 35.1 right here. So it's kind of suggesting 35.1. Where's that out to December of this year? Something like this. 35.1. Like, where did this go to? And as high as what? 45. Yeah, something like that. So basically, I think this is like really, really simply put. It's like this. Like bear, bull. Is that how you're looking at it? Orange ring down, blue sends up. Steve, I'm also like rather colorblind, so I do struggle with all the colors. This is the blue. I am struggling with colors right now. What are you doing, Tom? Looking at Steve's chart, man. Is this like the really base? Be nice to Steve. I love Steve. If you're reading this, it's time to hit the like button. I like that. Delete your green and red polygon. I can't delete anything, I don't think. I don't think I can delete it. It's read only. Can't delete anything. Is it like, that's kind of what I read here. It's like this conical shape right at December. Try taking your sunglasses off. Doesn't help. Doesn't fix the color blindness. Didn't do it. Steve, you're welcome to explain more. I don't know why I actually hit save. Welcome to explain more. I'm having trouble with the colors though. This is kind of what I took from it. And I mean, I took a lot of these lines from your chart here. Found some interesting things. The uptrend. This is a little unsettling to come right back to that uptrend. You have your high resistance right here below us. Currently at 32.7. Can see that. Zoom out, look at the orange ring. I closed it. I'm sorry. I did try. You guys should watch Steve's videos because I'm not the crafter of these. I can't explain them in the same way. Gotta watch his videos, I guess. It's 3 o'clock. Shizzle. Is it 3 o'clock? My thing is really not loading. Oh, crap. Been live 2 hours, fam. Been live a long time. So many times. Gold or dollar showing a little weakness. All right, that's going all right. Going all right. Ooh, 1 minute's finally rolling over. Let's go. This trade's looking good. I will, of course, put these trades in the Discord like I always do. As I always do. You'll also get free BTC. I'll airdrop it to you and everyone at the end of every live stream, so I'll make you a holder. Thousands of talented, experienced traders talking there 24/7. In fact, they've been talking through this whole live stream instead of watching. Screw you guys. No, I'm kidding. I love you. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Check out our educational playlist. Follow me on Twitter. Sign up for FEMX using my link. It's a great exchange. No KYC. I've been using them for years. The Discord. You know the deal, guys. As soon as I end the stream, Bitcoin will move. It's Friday. We'll be live again Monday at latest for... Oh, no. Trip House Wednesday. We'll be live Monday at the latest. We'll be live earlier if it gets spicy. We've been doing 2-a-day streams a lot. I'm going to end it here. Love you, fam. A crown out.